Hi guys, I'm Mercedes.
I'm Natalie.
And today we're going to show you how to correctly use a 2-point gait on crutches. Natalie, why would somebody use a 2-point gait?
Well, someone would use this gait when both legs can bear some weight, but not all weight. The 2-point gait provides a faster and more natural feeling of movement. It is also an alternative to the 4-point gait.
Nice, Natalie. That's very interesting.
Marceli, how do we size the device?
That is a great question. I will show you right now. So to correctly size a crutch to your patient, you want to make sure that your patient is standing straight up with the crutches by their side. You want to make sure that the crutch is at least 2 to 3 fingers away from the axillary or the armpit. Natalie will show you. Clearly, it is too short for her, so I will resize it now. Okay. As you can see, the crutch is way too short for Natalie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the crutch up close so you can see that it has certain heights on here. You don't want to follow the height though, because that might be wrong. And then you want to push in the little balls right here to the desired height that you think is best. So I'm going to go all the way to 5'2", and then she's going to put that right back under. And then she'll put her fingers 2 to 3 away from her armpit. And as you can see, it is now the correct height. And what you want to do is make sure they're standing nice and tall. And you want to make sure, can you turn more this way? That the grip right here is in the crook of her wrist. And it is not, it's on the palm. So what you want to do is fix that for her too. So what you want to do is you want to loosen this little butterfly notch right here. And you want to turn and turn and turn. Okay, and then when you got that, you can put this out. Should I just move it up one?
Yeah.
And then you want to move it up one or to the desired that you think is correct. And then when you got that, just put it back on. Put this back on and your butterfly notch, and then twist, twist, twist. So now that I fixed that, she's going to be straight again, and you can tell it's in the crook of her wrist on the side, and that's how you want it to be whenever you're correctly sizing. Natalie, how do we ambulate with these devices?
What does ambulate mean?
It means to walk.
Oh, okay. So first you want to start out in the tripod position.
What is a tripod?
Tripod position means when you stick out your crutches to make a triangle with your body.
Nice, okay. What now?
Now, for this gait, you will use the double pendulum gait.
What is that?
That is your standard walking gait.
Okay, can you show me?
Yes. So, we're going to start out in our tripod position, and you're going to move your left leg with the opposite crutch. So I'm going to move my left leg with my right crutch. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so it's basically just opposite leg, opposite crutch.
Yep.
Nice, okay, I'll try it. So, yeah, okay. It's easy enough.
Marceli, what are some common mistakes that people should avoid?
One common mistake is they don't use the right height, and they might make it too tall for them, so then it's right underneath their armpit. And you want to remember to have at least 2 to 3 fingers away from your armpit and the crutch, and clearly that is not right, so that is one mistake. What else?
Moving too fast when you're ambulating.
That makes sense.
Yep. Also, putting your crutch too far ahead while you're ambulating.
I also thought of one. You don't want to make, you want to make sure that this grip isn't too low to where the point that it's in your palm. You want to always make sure it's in the crook of your wrist, and if not, that can just be uncomfortable, like having the crutch in your armpit. Bye guys! Hope y'all learned something. Remember to keep the correct height, 2 to 3 away from your armpit. Make sure that it's in the crook of your wrist.
And remember, when you're ambulating, you start in the tripod position, and then you walk opposite leg with opposite crutch.
I hope that y'all retain this information and use it to your advantage.
See you later.